one of the more daring and unique and surprising horror movies of the last few years. Naturally, not American. It's Swedish. It's Let the Right One In. Um, a vampire movie, but as the quote here says, it's a vampire movie like no other, that's totally the case here. This is a great movie. It really, really is, because, I mean, it does take everything that you'd expect from a vampire movie, sort of, but it humanizes the vampire in a weird kind of way, and the fact that they make the characters children, the main characters children. I mean, I touched upon this with the Lost Boys, but when you have kids starring in these movies, it's a very, very problematic thing to do, because the kids have to be good actors, for one thing, and the kids, more often than not, it's written by an adult, so they have to sort of sound like kids, but again, they have to make kind of decisions and have a certain maturity that an adult would have to kind of set forth in such a bizarre circumstance. Or maybe it's because of this bizarre circumstance that a child could so easily accept it. But I mean, the movie itself is about this delicate relationship between this vampire girl, or maybe it's a boy, and this boy. She moves in next door. He discovers that she's a vampire, and it's about their relationship, and kind of how she sees the real world through him. She lives in this vampire world. It's not a happy world. I mean, this is one of the movies where, even more than Near Dark, which I also talked about, really makes you think, oh my god, it's horrible to be a vampire. I mean, they tend to romanticize it so much in certain other movies, and in a lot of other movies, that's fine. I mean, that's kind of cool, but here it just seems like horrible, horrible torture, and like you can really feel that, how vampires will say, "Oh, the terrible hunger." Oh, you really, really feel that in the character, and the character's, illness that comes if she doesn't have blood. So, what a terrible curse to be a vampire. Glad those don't exist in real life, unless they do. But it's a moving movie. It really is. I mean, they took the material that could have been, a shocking, kind of titillating horror movie, but they turned it into something really, really, really moving. I mean, it's hard to describe it. I mean, it's a saddening movie, but it's a hopeful movie, but it's kind of bizarre, really. I mean, you don't really know what to think about it, but like a lot of these movies dealing with youth, it does also deal with the evils of youth as well. I mean, the kid in the movie, he gets bullied, and he kind of finds a guardian angel in the vampire girl. So there's good stuff there. I mean, that final scene, or the next to final scene, at the pool, that is just a breathtaking scene, so well done. This movie is very well written. It's based on a novel, which I haven't read. I'm being told that it's even better than this movie. So you have the novel, which is probably great. You have this movie, which is great. You have the remake called Let Me In, which I haven't seen, so I don't know if that's any good, but the quality probably deteriorates version per version per version. I don't know. Well, let me know. Comment in the thing if the remake, the Americanization, was worth seeing. But as it stands, I think this is one of the best horror movies to come out in a long, long time. Hard to put into words exactly why, but the fact that a movie like this, with such bizarre material and horrific material, can be such an emotionally involving kind of movie. It's actually really, really surprising. So it's kind of movie that takes you by surprise if you're willing to kind of give it a shot. I know there's subtitles, but it's Swedish. Anyway, that's my review. Thank you very much for watching. Let the Right One In. It's a great movie. Check it out.